What did you see the pictures floating around from the Biden? I mean, yeah, from the Hunter Biden laptop.
I did, and they're very gross. And I've only seen spots because social media keep washing it.
Yeah,
they keep taking it down. You know what I mean? But let it be a picture of something one of us black people did, it'll be all over the place.
Yeah.
So they have this unique algorithm system with that now. So you got to name your stuff different. You can't go, these are pictures from Hunter Biden. You got to name it something else, put it up, and let it breathe before they figure it out. But there was some weird stuff going on with this dude.
Yes.
All right. First of all, he started dating his dead brother's wife.
Yes.
That's weird.
Yes.
That's super weird, but it's white.
Yes.
White people date their cousins, and they do that kind of stuff.
Right.
Don't get at me. I'm just telling you what I know, right? But that was a little weird, right? They said in one of the pictures, which was very inappropriate, it's his niece.
Oh, what?
In the picture. Yes. Which is his brother's daughter.
Well, real quick, if he wins, this will never, ever be talked about again.
Right. Absolutely. They're already trying to wash this. They also showed a picture of a credit card. I don't know how true
I don't know if that's true, man. Like that's one of those.
What's the
Melania Trump?
No,
Obama. Yes.
Obama's name on it, and you could tell that he was using it to chop up.
I don't know if that was.
I don't know.
I don't know.
So, but now because you can't believe what you see no more.
Yeah.
Period. Your eyes are lying to you, so you don't really know what's real and what's not real.
I remember I watched the movie Mr. Glass.
Mr. Glass, yes.
Right, I watched the movie, and the whole kind of premise behind that was to make sure the public doesn't see these supernatural occurrences, like these supernatural humans, right?
Yes.
And then at the end, a video gets out, people are seeing this amazing stuff, but then I'm like, it was 2019 when it came out. In 2019, 2020, if I was to see a video like that, I'm thinking it was Photoshop. I'm thinking it was...
Right, and they want it that way, so when you see a UFO video, right? Maybe 10, 15 years ago, you would really pay attention to it. But now, because of the social manipulation and all these things, you could be looking at real, actual footage and you still doubt it.
Exactly.
But that works in their favor.
Yes.
So that when they're moving around now, you won't, you know what I mean? You won't question it.
Trump actually, this kind of goes into what we were talking about. Trump actually tweeted out that the rising numbers of the COVID cases are a media conspiracy. And I remember I said that when you openly talk about conspiracy, it just takes, and then you got to watch the reporters too, because the reporters just asking about it. Like, so what do you think about that? And even if you have something going on, right? You have something going on, and somebody asks you about it, you got to downplay it, make it seem like, oh, it's ridiculous. So that's what I think is a lot. I think that a lot of that is going on right now.
There is, and because most people don't want the truth. See, these are the things we have to accept. You can put the truth in people's face, and they still go, "Nah, I'd rather believe what CNN is telling me." So they're gonna always be able to play on that. Like people don't believe in adrenochrome and all of these other things and sex trafficking, and they don't believe that it's humanly possible that this many people we're all these kids, among other things. So it really works in the favor of those who are trying. The greatest trick the devil ever pulled is to convince you that he didn't exist. Right? That's a Bible quote, Ezekiel's 9.
I'm tired of you making up
22.
Ezekiel's making up stuff.
Ezekiel's or something like that. But you know what I mean, right? So all of this stuff with him, but he's right.
Yeah.
Because now they getting ready to hit you with the da-dun-da-dun. All week long, what have they been saying?
Rising numbers.
Record
numbers in one day.
Oh, the numbers are rising.
Yeah.
Oh, they're record-breaking rising. How?
Yeah.
How is that even humanly possible? Right? But in the world of inception, when we're trying to place something in your subconscious mind so that maybe you can actualize it, get enough people to believe that it is, because they can lock you down again. They let you run all summer long. You was at cookouts. You was having a good time, and you almost forgot COVID-19 was here. And now they have to. This virus is so deadly that it just vanishes for a while, and then it comes back.
Right? Well, because people are going to point out that, supposedly the heat had something to do with it.
Yeah.
And now it's winter.
So now it's back. But even your mindset in general probably has changed toward COVID, right? So 6 months ago, if you had the COVID, nigga.
Oh, yeah. Everybody was scared.
Nigga was like, yo, My nigga, you got the cold?
A cough.
My nigga, I see you. Yeah. Be well, my nigga. Now, if you got it, you be like, you know what? Nah, I'm okay. I think I'll go lay down for a few days.
Yeah.
Shit is like the flu, but 6 months ago, whoa.
And then what's different about this time is like we're gonna actually be locked down. Like people, because it happened already.
Because the first one was the drill.
Yo, one thing that I think people just kind of glossed over in that last debate.
Cheese one. We're gonna talk about that in a minute. The moon shit.
Oh yeah. One thing that I think people glossed over in that last debate when they were talking about all the COVID cases and things like that, and he didn't respond well, and I would have did this, I would have did that. The whole idea about getting past this whole disease, whatever, right? People are saying lock it down, shut everything down, boom. But then on the other side, the same people are complaining about their favorite businesses closing. They complain about them not being at work. They complain. So it's which one is it?
You can't have it both ways.
You can't have it both ways.
You can't. And Trump was basically saying, listen, I'm just going to keep it a buck. See, Trump's the businessman. I can't close down America. We will never recover. And now Biden's on the other hand saying, close it down.
Oh, yo.
If it was me, I'd close it all down. You got your grandma. She's gone. You touch her. She was there. Now she's gone. I close it all down. Right? Then you're going to survive with this mask. So the most deadliest virus in the world, this mask is going to protect you. We, as a nation, as a world, have become a bunch of goofies on a quantum level.
Yeah, yes? This was probably just the most violent, I would say, cultural, economic reset in American history, in world history, probably, because it was something that kind of shifted everything, and now Bitcoin is being talked about in regular conversation on regular financial.
We almost predicted that. The Hoteppers laid out the 5G, the crypto, and it was so premature in the minds of the average people because we were dealing with fear.
Right.
And we was watching, no disrespect, somebody we know pass away or this and that. So we were in a fearful mindset. When you're in a fearful mindset, you can't think properly. You can't process information. But the Hoteppers got out in front of that and said, yo, this 5G might be connected to the COVID, might be connected to cryptocurrency. We laid it all out there. And as a result, people kind of dismissed it. And here we are. 5G is everywhere, except if you have a Nokia phone, they putting your satellites on the moon, according to last week's report that we gave. So if you got a Nokia phone, you screwed, right?
Homeschooling,
like all of these things have changed the way we see the world. Children not associating with children is already bad.
Yes.
And the precursor was the PlayStation and all of that. Social media stuff was almost the precursor because now you have kids who were comfortable staying at home on their PlayStation, making virtual friends. And now it is the reality that we know. They don't even want you touching, interacting. And so this new world that we're coming into, because I don't think it's going back. Not that you want it to go back.
I think Time Magazine had a cover and it said The Great Reset.
The Great Reset.
It's so like,
and now that America or our government and the Federal Reserve is in on the cryptocurrency thing.
I told you.
Ball game is over. IRS is in on it. IRS is in on it.
IRS is like, we need that.
Exactly.
So Nick sold in the park, I want in.
If a Nick is sold in the park, I want in. We don't care. We want in. Okay.
Yeah.
So that's what's going on now, and we have to be prepared as a collective. Don't wait to start taking, whatever herbs you have, whatever remedies you have lined up. Start doing it now to kind of give yourself. I mean, most of you guys are probably always doing it anyway, but just kind of be on point. So we can be prepared for what's coming down the pipe so that we don't panic, we don't flinch. We know this is phase 2 of this process, and it's going to coincide, especially if there's a regime change. Because remember, the regime change don't take place until January.
Yeah.
So even if Trump loses, those Trumpers, you know what I mean, will still have time to cause havoc in this country.
The NYPD said that they're training for election night. They
were out here running drills for election night. Side note, you saw that police officer in his police car who shouted out Trump 2020 on his speaker, and they suspended him.